Raw Fury. Yay! So. Ich glaube, das geht von der Lautstärke her, ne? Zeitlimit für Untertitel. Nacktheit. Ne, mache ich aus. So. Spiel starten. Stimmt, ja, wie gesagt, ich hatte das schon mal gespielt. 2021. Vor einem Jahr. Bevor ich angefangen habe zu streamen, war das. Okay. So. Dieses Spiel speichert automatisch. Entscheidungen lassen sich nicht zurücknehmen, also trifft deine Wahl mit Bedacht. In diesem Spiel werden gelegentlich flackernde Bilder dargestellt, die zu Unbehagen führen und Anfälle auslösen können, falls du unter photosensitiver Epilepsie leidest. Bitte nutzt die Inhalte in eigenem Ermessen. Zum Fortfahren klicken.
So, what's with the glue?
Scheiße, ich kann nicht in die Option kommen. Warte mal. Genau. So, auf ein neues. So, Dialoglautstärke manchmal höher hier. Ah, vielleicht sogar ganz hoch. Zurück, warte mal, ist das gespeichert? Jo. So. Ja, ja, kennen wir schon.
So, what's with the gloomy look? Left someone dear behind?
Yeah. You could say that.
Been there. So, neusten, eh? You better buckle up. We've got some nasty weather coming in.
I heard. Sadly, caring about storms is a luxury people in my line of work are rarely afforded.
Oh, and what kind of work is that?
Special Agent, Violent Crimes. Central Bureau.
Well, shit.
Well, shit. Whispers of a Machine. Werkstatthalle Nordsund. 10:12 Uhr. Ah, bin hier.
You there. This is a restricted crime scene.
Immer mit Ruhe, ich bin Sondermittler Englund. Hallo, ich bin Vera. Ihr Vorgesetzter hat Ihnen von mir erzählt, oder? Vera England, Zentralbüro.
At ease, Constable. Special Agent Englund here.
Oh, my apologies, Agent. I was expecting someone older.
I'll take that as a compliment. Now, brief me, please.
Certainly, ma'am. The victim is Carl Oscarson, age 33, stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. He worked here as a carpenter and was found early this morning by a coworker who's sitting over there by the window.
Got it.
Vera kann 3 verschiedene Persönlichkeitsmerkmale weiterentwickeln. Einfühlsam, selbstbewusst, analytisch. Deine Entscheidungen wirken sich auf alle 3 Merkmale, den Verlauf der Geschichte und deine zur Verfügung stehenden Werkzeuge aus. Das Weiterentwickeln eines Merkmals schwächt die anderen beiden, also triff deine Entscheidung mit Bedacht.
Sorry about the state of the crime scene. We're not used to this sort of thing.
Ich verstehe, aber trotzdem entspricht das nicht dem Standard. Folgen Sie meinem Beispiel, okay? Offensichtlich, hier hätte alles geräumt werden müssen. Sich von der Leiche fernzuhalten, hätte das Risiko der Unreinigung von Beweismitteln verringert. Oh, keine Sorge, das ist nicht besonders ungewöhnlich.
Evidently. This entire room should have been evacuated. Staying clear of the body would have decreased the risk of contaminating evidence.
Yeah, maybe we should have established a wider perimeter.
Yes, I would highly advise that for next time.
Got it. I'll strive to do better in the future.
Good to hear. Now, give me a second while I examine the body.
Sure, I'll be here.
Diese Entscheidung hat Veras analytische Seite verstärkt. Es wird viele weitere Gelegenheiten wie diese geben, die jeweils ein Persönlichkeitsmerkmal auf Kosten der anderen beiden weiterentwickeln.
So, is this where you use your X-ray vision?
My what?
Come on, you have to be aware of the rumors. How agents like you are supposed to be equipped with some kind of advanced cybernetics.
Sagen wir einfach, ich bin gut in dem, was ich tue, dabei belassen wir es. Im Zentralbüro gibt es eine strenge Kein-Kommentar-Richtlinie für derartige Fragen. Ich würde gerne darüber reden, aber das wäre ein Regelverstoß. Tut mir leid.
The Central Bureau has a strict no-comment policy on those types of inquiries.
I bet it does. Well, let's carry on.
Verwende die linke Maustaste, um zu gehen und mit Objekten zu interagieren. Leer Tabulator-Taste halten, ein Objekt anzeigen, mit dem du interagieren kannst. Klicke einen Inventargegenstand an, um ihn zu untersuchen, oder kombiniere ihn durch Ziehen und Ablegen mit anderen Objekten.
My picture of Alex. I miss him.
Hm. Bruder vielleicht? Oder irgendwo anders? Scanner, Forensik-Scanner. Bewegen den Scanner per Ziehen und Ablegen. Durch die Linse betrachtete Anomalien werden hell hervorgehoben. Der Scanner befindet sich nun im Modus Smart Scan und kann forensische Anomalien in der Umgebung aufspüren. Biometrieanalysator. Ein Biometrieanalysator erfasst automatisch Ziele in der Nähe. Du kannst auch... Entspannt, wahrscheinlich der da. Du kannst auch auf das Schlosssymbol auf deinem Ziel klicken, damit der Analysator die Verbindung beibehält. Die biometrische Ausgabe kann emotionale Anomalien während eines Gesprächs anzeigen. Klicke sie an, damit Vera von ihnen erfährt, bevor sie verschwinden. Sperrte Muskelboost. Muskelboost erhöht vorübergehend deine Stärke. Wenn du vor Ablauf des Timers nicht mit deinem Ziel interagiert hast, benötigt er etwas Zeit, um nachzuladen. Okay. Hier, Notizbuch. Ein Notizbuch enthält 2 Abschnitte. Notizen und Personen. Mit einem Klick auf den Pfeil in der Ecke schaltest du zwischen ihnen um. Während der Dialoge kannst du deinem Gesprächspartner Inventargegenstände zeigen, indem du sie einfach anklickst.
The reason I'm here. I need to gather as much evidence as possible and try to get some kind of lead on the killer. Carl Oscarson, murdered at age 33. He had a job as a carpenter in the Nordson workshop hall.
So. Okay, hier ist nichts weiter. Achso, schließen.
My service pistol. It fires conventional projectiles using magnetic propulsion. It's loaded with 600 rounds of compressed alloy ammunition. The battery is the limiting factor, lasting for about 80 shots in quick succession.
Ah. Guck mal hier. Ah. Einfühlsam, Weg des Balder. Selbstbewusst, Weg des Tür. Analytisch, Weg der Frick. Ja. Okay, dann schauen wir uns mal um. Das Le Arbeiter. Hier. Ängstlich. Ah.
A row of
Spinne.
personal lockers for the workers here.
Wahrscheinlich keine weiteren Informationen dann.
Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. There's a coin slot on the side with a coin stuck in it. I can probably pull it out using some extra strength.
Mhm.
Got the coin.
Nice.
It's an old pre-collapse coin. No one would accept it as payment today.
Vor dem Kollaps. Was das ist, werden wir vielleicht noch erfahren. Ich weiß es nicht genau.
Not yet. I haven't even looked at the body. I should finish it.
Ja, okay. Warte mal, kann ich irgendwas damit machen?
I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay. Mit einem Foto.
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
Ne, okay. Ein Notizbuch?
I don't think anything about that needs to be written down.
Okay. Vielleicht mit der
I
Feuerwaffe.
don't want to shoot that. I don't want to shoot that.
Schade.
I don't think
Ne,
that action.
ne. Okay, Leiche gibt's hier. Warte mal, Polizist, können wir vielleicht mit den
Constable. Yes, Agent.
nochmal reden.
I don't think he'd be interested. No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone.
Wow. You city police have some impressive hardware.
Thanks. I don't see anything on your hip. That typical for Nordsund?
Yes. We do have an armory, but it's barely used.
Klingt gefährlich, sie sollten Waffen tragen zum Schutz aller. Gut, fast jedes Problem kann im Dialog gelöst werden. Das ist vernünftig, wenn man die typische Anzahl an Gewaltverbrechen in einem kleinen Ort wie diesem berücksichtigt.
Good. Nearly any problem can be solved with dialogue.
That's easy for you to say, walking around with a hand cannon like that.
Na, was war das denn? Einfühlsam war das, ne?
Okay, that's all I need.
Very well, lady.
Okay. Dann würde ich ganz ehrlich mir die Leiche anschauen.
All right, we've got multiple knife-sized stab wounds to the chest. I don't see a murder weapon, so I take it none was found at the scene?
That's right. All knives and sharp tools in the building have been accounted for, too.
It looks like the victim was attacked directly from the front. I don't see any major defense wounds, so this was either a surprise attack, or the victim knew the perpetrator. What about any potential suspects, Constable? Did Carl have enemies?
None as far as we know. He seemed to be well liked among the guys here, but the man who found him might know more.
Was haben wir denn da?
There was a photo in his chest pocket. It's a bloody photograph of Carl and a young woman, taken fairly recently by the look of it. He's holding hands with the woman, but I can't discern her face. Too much damage to the photo. She's wearing a brass necklace. Could be relevant.
Erkennen Sie vielleicht die Frau?
Do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell. Sorry.
Schade. Können wir vielleicht irgendwie am Getränkeautomaten irgendwas ziehen?
That
Sauber-
action doesn't seem productive to me.
Schade. Okay, ich mache jetzt nicht alles mit allem kombinieren. So hätte ich übrigens in Cathy Rain auch einige Sachen noch freischalten können. Wenn man mit einem Elektroschocker, mit einem Feuerzeug, glaube ich, irgendwie rumhantiert hätte, mit mehreren Sachen. Jo. Quatschen wir mal mit dem Kollegen. Typen. Kann ich? Scheiße. Sei schnell und komm auf den Punkt. Anscheinend ist er nicht glücklich darüber, hier zu sein. Nimm dir Zeit, um den offenbar verzweifelten Mann zu trösten. Frag ihn zu Beginn nach seinen blutverschmierten Händen. Das Äußere kann täuschen. Wenn er schuldig ist, hätte er Zeit, sich eine Lüge auszudenken, falls du zu lange zögerst.
I hate to start things off like this, but your hands are bloody and a man...
Wait, what? Yes, it's his blood, but I just got some of it on me when I turned him over.
Okay, so why were you even touching the body? You should have notified the police immediately.
I just didn't realize he was dead at first. I thought he just hurt himself or something.
Okay. Let's move on to some other questions.
Fine, I have nothing to hide.
Nochmal doch. So. Okay, ja, befragen wir ihn einfach mal. Da rein, warte mal, ja.
No reason to show him my sidearm.
Ne, okay.
No, that's... I don't...
Ne, okay. Gut, dann, ja, der Mord an Karl.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Josef, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Carl alive?
Late last night, around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen to meet some friends. Anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night. He seemed distracted.
Got it. Thanks for the info.
Ja, kannst du mir irgendwas zu dem Typen sagen?
Can you tell me a little bit about Carl?
Sure. I've known him since I started working here 4 years ago. We instantly hit it off. He had a great sense of humor. He used to be so cheerful, you know? Always kidding around, always with a smile on his face. But then about a year ago, something happened. He became absent-minded and humorless. I know people can change, but this came seemingly from nowhere.
Huh. What do you think caused this shift?
No idea. Whatever it was, he wouldn't confide in me about it.
Schade.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
Okay, dann können wir den ausschalten. Und vielleicht mal mit dem Scanner. Okay, da. Blut. Blut, ja. Okay, man sieht auch an ihren Augen, dass sich was verändert. Die leuchten jetzt so weiß. Analysiere. Verstorben, männlich, Alter 32, plus minus 4 Jahre, Blutgruppe B. Geschätzter Todeszeitpunkt T minus 6 Stunden. Eieiei, okay. DNS-Abdrücke und Klingenform zum Datenspeichern zugefügt. Gesammelte Scannerproben kommen in deinen Datenspeicher und können dem Scanner für eine gezielte Suche angefügt werden. Im Gegensatz zum Smart Scan ermöglichen Proben auch Funde in Bereich mit hoher Kontamination, um beispielsweise bestimmte Fingerabdrücke in einem Raum voller anderer Abdrücke zu erfassen. Beachte bitte, dass du auf diese Weise keine neuen Proben findest. Verwende also auch den Modus Smart Scan. Okay. Und da wurde mir noch was angezeigt. Menschliches Blut, Blutgruppe B. Fehlende DNS-Übereinstimmung mit dem aktuellen Träger. Muster weist auf Postmortem.
Huh? That would suggest that he likely only touched the body after death.
Oh, die Augen. Weist auf postmortale Verunreinigung hin. Mindestens 2 Stunden. Ja. Wäre damit auf jeden Fall bewiesen, quasi, dass er auf jeden Fall, dass seine Story auf jeden Fall wahr ist. Soweit zumindest. Okay. Karls Bio. Übereinstimmung DNS. 100%. Also. Was? Oh, was haben wir denn hier? Übereinstimmung Fingerabdrücke. Aha.
Okay, that must be Carl's locker.
Ist aber klar. Übereinstimmung DNS. Jo. Ja, Klingenform, Übereinstimmung, das war klar. Ne, sonst ist hier nichts in dem Bereich. Okay. So, Karls Spind. Kommen wir denn rein?
Locked. Doesn't look incredibly strong, though. I might be able to get it open with enough force.
Ob das so okay ist? Warte mal, ich frage ihn mal nach der Münze.
I don't want to share.
Ne, okay. Noch mal kurz. Analyse. So. Und das Foto zeigen.
Have a look at this picture. Do you know who the woman is?
Yeah, that's just some old girlfriend of Carl's from ages ago.
Is that so? It doesn't look that old. At least Carl looks about the same.
Guess the guy aged well. Any other questions?
Erkläre ihm logisch, dass er durch Irreführung nichts gewinnt. Bleib hart, er ist eindeutig unaufrichtig. Versuche an sein Gewissen zu appellieren.
You should know that it would not serve your best interests to hide information from me. By refusing to cooperate, you'll force me to escalate the situation with a formal interrogation at the police station. None of that is necessary. I'm only interested in finding Carl's murderer.
I'm sorry. I gave him a promise. Well, the lady in the photo, Carl is still seeing her. Well, was, I suppose.
Why wouldn't you tell me that from the beginning?
It was a secret. Carl said they would both get in trouble if anybody knew.
Why would they get into trouble? An affair?
I didn't ask, but yeah, it could be.
All right. Tell me everything you know about this woman.
Carl said she lived somewhere north of town, but that's all I know.
Okay, I believe you.
Geheimnisvolle Frau. Und wieder ein bisschen Analyse bekommen.
A few more questions.
Okay.
That's enough.
Okay.
Jetzt einfach die ganze Zeit aufstehen und wieder sitzen lassen. Hallo Herr Polizist, ich hätte mal eine Frage. Eine geheimnisvolle Frau im Norden. Sagt Ihnen das was?
Yes,
Do you know anything about a woman who was seeing Carl?
I'm afraid not. I didn't know Carl myself.
Blöd.
Okay.
Very well.
Gut, dann, warte mal. Muskelboost und hier schnell öffnen.
Geez, try not to wreck the place.
No reason for alarm. I just needed to get this locker open.
Na, kann ich das? Ne, kann ich nicht mitnehmen. Mantel und Stiefel.
There was a piece of paper in one of the inner pockets.
Stiefel?
A pair of large boots with dirt under them.
Okay, was steht denn in der Notiz?
The note looks like it was written by a woman. It reads, "Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses."
Aha. Okay. Irgendwas, ne? Als Bio. Ja, hier. Fingerabdrücke. Übereinstimmung DNS. Ja, gut. Haut wahrscheinlich oder irgendwie sowas. Die Erde. Boden enthält Spuren seltener Flora. Echter Safran. Focus
I could go and follow
sativus.
up on the saffron lead now, but I should check out the dormitory first.
Titelabdruck zum Datenspeicher hinzugefügt. Cool. Ja, du, das ist klar. Das braucht man nicht extra. Nö, sonst nichts weiter. Okay. So, fragen wir
A
mal
few
nach,
more questions.
fragen wir mal nach dem Safran.
Do you know anything about saffron plants?
Nope. I know we grow them in Nordsen, but that's it.
Okay,
That's enough questions.
Okay.
getrennt.
Constable,
Ja.
Yes, Agent.
Hast du etwas über
do
Safran?
you know anything about saffron plants?
I know we grow them here in Nordsund, but I'm not sure exactly where. We have vegetables all over.
Obwohl ich Krokus höre, hätte ich Bock auf Stardew Valley. Scheiße. Okay.
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
Ja gut. Hier haben wir, glaube ich, alles. Dann können wir zum Schlafraum. Nicht?
Hey, I'm gonna go check out the dorm. Where's Carl's bed?
Turn left and then go straight. I left the light on so it'd be easy for you to find.
Gotcha. Be right back.
Gacha? Bock zu spielen oder was? Sekunde. So viel Zeit muss sein. So, hinten? Ah! Scheiße. Halt, stopp. Bleib da drauf. Hey! Gut. Okay. Perfekt. So. Mädchen. Ja, ja, ich bin ja schon da. Mensch, hier. Personalraum. Tasche, Etagenbett, Lüftungskanal, Schreibtisch, Kiste. Durchsuchen wir mal alles.
Dirty laundry. Smells like machine oil.
Nichts Ungewöhnliches. Also, will das mit reingucken?
Both beds look recently used. Huh. Odd place for a ventilation duct. Pens and paper. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Pen and Paper. Spielt so gerne.
Clean clothes and sheets. Nothing interesting.
Na, kann ich vielleicht Muskelboost und...
I don't think extra strength helps there.
Okay, gut, dann nicht. Gut, das heißt, mit dem Forensik-Scan können wir hier jetzt loslegen. Hier nichts weiter. Stiefelabdruck. Zweifle ich zwar, aber... Hier vielleicht die Pflanze. Ja, der Polizist hat schon gesagt, dass hier nichts ist. Ah, okay. Da. Wahrscheinlich, weil das halt sein Zeug ist. Fingerabdrücke und so. Da wahrscheinlich irgendwie Haare oder sowas. Fingerabdrücke. Aber hier ist, das ist interessant. Fuck. Was hat sie gesagt? Ich weiß es nicht mehr.
The panel is screwed on tight. I'll need some way of getting it loose.
Lüftungsklappe. Warte mal, hier.
Sure, I could try to use brute force, but I...
Okay. So, haben Sie vielleicht...
Constable.
Yes, Agent.
Hey, do you happen to know where I can get a screwdriver?
Not really. The foreman collected all of the tools and locked them up after the murder.
Schade.
Okay, that's all I need.
Very well, Agent.
Vielleicht hat der ja noch etwas.
A few more questions, if I may. Hey, do you happen to know where I can get a screwdriver?
What for? Are you taking this place apart?
Not exactly. I need it to get some potential evidence.
Sounds strange to me, but either way, it's not my job to do your errands.
Toll, Arschloch.
That's enough questions.
Okay.
A few more questions. There's no need. Hey, do you happen to know where I...
What for? Are you taking the...
Not exactly.
Sounds strange to me, but either way, it's not my job to do your errands.
That's enough questions.
Okay.
Trotzdem wäre es irgendwie ganz cool, wenn er mir das zeigen würde. Warte mal. Mit der Münze. Aha.
There was a small key hidden inside the duct. I think I'm almost done here. I should just talk to the constable before I go. Nope. That lock is way larger than this key.
Den Schreibtisch?
I don't...
Nö, okay. Na gut. Vielleicht für die Spinde?
Nah, it's a different type of lock.
Hm.
Hi, Doofus.
Achso. Okay, dann quatsch mal
Hey,
mit
I
ihm.
think I'm done here.
Oh, okay. Mind sharing your findings?
It seems like the murder could be tied to a secret relationship Carl had with a woman. But I'm leaving all options open.
Sounds reasonable. Do you have a lead to follow up on?
Yes, I have reason to believe that Carl recently passed through an area with saffron plants somewhere in Nordsund. Maybe I can correlate that with Carl's movements to the north of town when seeing that woman.
Good. Meanwhile, we'll transport the body to the morgue and have an autopsy performed as soon as possible. Do you want us to keep the area sealed off?
No need. I'm done here and won't come back. You can let the men get back to work.
Very well. I'll let them know.
By the way, how do I get to the police station from here?
Just head straight east outside. You'll see it.
Got it. See you later.
Nach Osten, alles klar. Weißt du vielleicht, wofür der Schlüssel ist?
Any idea of what this key could open?
Nope. But it looks small. Some kind of drawer? Maybe a filing cabinet or something?
Ich weiß er was.
Any idea of what this key opens?
Nope, haven't seen a key like that before.
Ja, okay, ich glaube ihm mal. Okay. Dann schauen wir uns mal den Rest der Stadt an. Fahrstuhl, Westen, Wrack.
Looks like an old hovercraft. I don't need to go down to the ground right now.
Nein? Okay, gut. Arbeiterin. Wenn da Osten ist, wenn da Westen ist, ist es hier Osten.
Hey, what's happening here?
Bit of an electrical problem with some fallen power lines. It's being taken care of, but it'll be a while.
So I can't enter the museum?
Well, you can, but only if electrocution is something you enjoy during working hours.
Stromtod, witzig. Aber wann dürfte das alles repariert sein? Was ist mit schweren Verbrennungen? Ich finde, die passen hervorragend zum Tod durch Stromschlag. Wie kam es denn dazu? War es menschliches Versagen oder irgendein Umwelteinfluss?
What caused it? Did someone mess up, or was there some kind of environmental damage?
Oh, we've had a windy week. An old tree fell down and ripped down a major power line. It's in a tricky spot, and due to how the grid is built up, I can't cut the power safely without affecting half the town.
Sounds like a flawed design. Is that typical for electrical grids these days?
Not really. This power grid is quite old, constructed shortly after the collapse. That meant they had to improvise. They couldn't just clone existing power systems at the time, since those were reliant on service robots with negligible safety concerns. So yeah, now I'm paying the price. The whole thing is riddled with hacks and workarounds, each one more dangerous than the next.
I see. I don't envy such a hazardous work environment. How long will it take you to fix?
Hard to say, but it should be done by tomorrow morning.
All right, thanks.
Passt. Oh, analytisch wieder. Polizist.
Hello, Deputy. What are you guarding?
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Sounds good, Agent.
Ah, noch ein Mord. Okay. Nein, da wollte ich nicht hin.
All right, so this is the town square. That building with the emblem must be the police station.
Das da. Ah, komme ich hier
Doesn't
rein?
look like I can enter the museum.
Ah, ja, okay, weil die Kabel da hängen. Was finde ich hier? Ortseingang Osten. Ah, okay, jetzt bin ich hier. Kantine, Ortseingang, Schule,
Nice and
Skulptur.
shiny. I can even see my reflection in it. Looks like a small wind turbine for electricity.
Ich hoffe mal, das ist nicht die einzige. Norden, Osten. Schild, Windspiel, Bank. Junger Mann. Hallo.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Ja.
Order. Sorting my notes. Chaos.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
Mach mal. Analytisch schon wieder.
An anatomically correct gentleman.
Also mit Penis. Aber sieht man zum Glück nicht
Nice soothing
wirklich.
sounds.
Das stimmt sogar. Ich hätte tatsächlich zu gern selbst ein Windspiel, aber nirgendwo eine Möglichkeit, das hinzuhängen.
Nice spot there next to the wind chimes, but I don't feel like sitting down. Volter's Robot Emporium.
Mhm, okay, cool. Ich schaue mich erstmal draußen um, bevor ich irgendwo
I don't think
reingehe.
I should go further north for the time being. Sure, Carl's mystery woman likely lives up there, but I need more to go on.
Okay. Ja.
Looks like an apartment building. I don't have any reason to go up there.
Erstmal alles erkunden, ne? Kennt man ja von mir. Oh, hallo.
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Volter's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we've got them all.
Hi there. I'm Special Agent Vera Anglin.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right? What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case of chicks.
For crying out loud, Nissa, just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist act.
Oh no, she's on to us. Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with this set of strings.
That's a gosh darn lie.
Sicher?
I'm fully steam-powered.
Ach so, doch, ja, alles klar. Hier, Schluss mit dem Unsinn. Ihr Verhalten fehl am Platz. Ich habe ein paar Fragen zu den jüngsten Morden. Wissen Sie, ich könnte Sie ja für den Bau illegaler KI verhaften, aber hier ist definitiv keine Intelligenz im Spiel.
You know, I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here.
Ha! That's...
See, if you were any smarter, you'd have a great comeback there.
Okay, Walter. It's time for you to do less talking and more listening.
Sure thing, officer. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I'm just interested in the killings.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
Oh. Na, sicher, sicher. So, einfach mal wieder alles der Reihe nach, ne? Warte mal.
Nah, I don't want to scare the poor guy.
Nicht?
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone.
Ich frage mich, was da noch damit auf sich hat, wenn dieses Foto schon da ist, ne?
Do you recognize this young couple?
Just the man, Carl Oscarson. Can't see who his lady friend is.
Hm? Okay.
What do you make of this?
No clue. But I gotta use doofus more often. Such a funny word.
Any idea what this key opens?
Sure. I saw a small safe in the junk with a key just like it a while back. It disappeared later.
Good to know. Thanks.
Er hat doch schon mal geholfen. Cool. Ein Schlüssel, ein Tresor also.
Do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Oh, yeah, poor Carl. He was a friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts? Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various electrical gizmos.
Any idea of what the parts were for?
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system, a pump, something like that.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? No, you'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium.
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face on me again.
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
Heh. So I take it you have no idea who killed Carl?
None whatsoever. Wrong place, wrong time, maybe. He didn't seem like the type of guy to make enemies, anyhow.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
No clue. Ask Rolf, maybe.
Who's that?
The gardener head honcho. He's usually out and about somewhere in town.
Ah, okay. I'll go look for him later.
Ich überlege die ganze Zeit, die ganzen Roboter, woher die stammen können. Weil der sieht der hier rechts so, wo man hier den Kopf sieht, sah so ein bisschen aus wie Nummer 5 und bei den anderen bin ich mir unsicher. Eine könnte so ein bisschen an Stormtrooper erinnern.
Do you know anything about a woman who is seeing Carl Oscarson?
Nope, I hardly even knew the guy.
Dafür, dass er so beliebt war, kennt ihn kaum keiner, oder? Ich habe ein bisschen nur 2 Leute gefragt.
So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well, what you see is what you get.
A crazy old fart with chronic coffee breath?
Oh, quiet, you little rascal. What I am is a tinkerer, a craftsman, a father of machines. I cherish building them. I adore putting them on display, and I especially love talking to them.
I've noticed. So how long have you been building robots?
Oh, ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard. The place was cramped with old discarded robots. I didn't have many friends, you see. So, I decided to befriend these machines instead.
Ich verstehe.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Ciao. Man kann hier vielleicht ein bisschen scannen vielleicht, aber hier ist, glaube ich, nichts, was... Nö, ne? Vielleicht hier eine Klinge oder so? Nö, okay. Ja gut, dann hat sich das erledigt. Aber Mist, in den anderen Bereichen könnte ich noch rumschauen, ne? Klinge... Nö. Tiefelabdruck? Wahrscheinlich auch nicht. Vor allem oben nicht, aber ja. Vielleicht an dem Penis von der Statue. Irgendwie. Nein. Okay. Na gut. Dann auf zum Marktplatz. Hier nochmal kurz alles scannen. Irgendwas Auffälliges? Nö. Okay. Eine Klingenform. Nö. Abdruck. Ja, im Himmel auf jeden Fall auch nicht. Gut. Ja, Plattformrand. Hier könnte man ja... Alter, ganz ehrlich, wenn ich jemanden umbringen wollen würde, würde ich nicht hier runterschmeißen. Oh, wahrscheinlich zu viele Zeugen oder so. Man merkt, das ist so ein bisschen nordisch angehaucht, so mit den Runen, mit den Namen auch. Und auch das Setting sieht so aus, als wäre es so irgendwie in Schweden oder so. Wobei, das ist halt schwierig zu sagen. Es kann halt auch wie Cathy Rain in der gleichen Gegend sein. Okay, hier ist nichts. Kantine, Polizeirevier, Klinik, Schule.
I don't have any business in the school.
Ne, okay. Kantine. Da können wir rein. Sehr nice. Ne, vielleicht irgendwie ein Messer oder so. Ne, okay. Als Bio. Ne, Smart Scan. Nö, nichts von Interesse. Gut.
Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly. Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts.
Der hat doch welche gesammelt, ne?
That combination makes no sense.
Warum denn? Vielleicht ist es verschlossen.
Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for.
Können wir nachschauen?
I don't see how the
Okay, gut, dann nicht.
various
Bücherregal.
handbooks for the typical day-to-day stuff.
Also nichts weiter Interessantes. Okay.
I think
Personal
they deliver groceries through there.
Okay.
A
Tellerstapel.
neat stack of plates. Matching cutlery is nowhere to be seen. A few identical coffee cups. They don't look quite as clean as they should be.
Sehr schön. Apropos. Ja gut, jetzt kein Kaffee, aber.
3 plastic trays. Good number.
Ist das so? Reden wir mal mit den Leuten. Ob die überhaupt mit uns reden wollen?
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Looks like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off.
Cool. Entspannt, okay. Was ist mit dem Typen?
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. Have a long weekend shift ahead of me.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your time off.
Ja gut, dann kann ich halt nicht mit denen quatschen. Dann gehen wir mal zum Balkon. Oh, wer ist denn der alte Mann? Hecke, Mann, Banner. So, das erste natürlich. Scannen. Analysieren, sozusagen. Wenn es hier was zum Analysieren gibt. Nö. Nö. Okay, cool.
Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trimming. Looks still and serene.
Sehr schön, finde ich. Das ist wirklich...
Great view from up here.
Zeig doch mal mehr.
Old Norse runes. A local custom, perhaps? Haven't seen them in any other settlements in the area.
Interessant. Hat er noch uns was zu sagen?
Hey, I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you. I'm Rolf, the plant master of Nordsund.
A plant master? What's that?
A foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared crops.
Got it. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, go right ahead.
No reason to No. Do you know who these people are?
Damn, that's bloody. Looks like Carl Oscarson, but I couldn't say who the woman is.
What do you make of this?
Not sure, but about the first day I came to Nordsund, I think the police have records of when people come and go.
Aha.
Might be worth a follow-up. Thanks.
Schon mal ein guter Anhaltspunkt.
Any idea of what this opens?
Not a clue.
Schade. Ja, dann fragen wir mal nach den ganzen Sachen. Oh, warte mal. Ich fange mit den Personen an.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Not really. But like many other people, we had some contact in our work.
Okay. What was your impression of him?
Nice guy. Too nice. I'd even go so far as to call him gullible. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what got him killed.
That's so. You think he trusted the wrong person?
I'm just thinking out loud here. But yeah, it wouldn't be a shocker.
Ja, Sekunde, ich bin gleich fertig. Oh, das war fast ein Milliliter zu viel.
I'm trying to find a woman that Carl Oscarson was involved with. Know anything about that?
No, I don't stay updated on gossip like that.
Nicht? Hm.
What do you think of Walter?
He's kind of a loon, isn't he? And coming from me, that's saying a lot.
Ach so, ist das so?
What do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour ago. Damn shame.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps, perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
Dein Ernst? Bitte, dafür haben wir keine Zeit. Wollen Sie denn keine Gerechtigkeit für die beiden Mordopfer? Sagen wir einfach, ich bin eine Zeit lang Ihre Freundin, Kumpel. Andersrum würde es Ihnen auch nicht gefallen. Diesem Verhalten nach zu urteilen, sind Sie ein Gauner, bei dem Skrupel Mangelware sind. Wenn Sie kooperieren, sorgen Sie dafür, dass Ihre Geschäfte unbehelligt bleiben.
Please, now is not the time. Don't you want justice for the 2 murder victims?
Man, here comes the guilt trip. I suppose those poor people deserved better. Now, 2 places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road. Where's that?
North of the town square. Look for 2 large farming robots standing around.
All right, got it.
Mimir, so hat ja Darcy Lewis Mjölnir genannt, weil sie das nicht aussprechen konnte. Ich weiß, was ich heute noch machen werde.
Okay, that's all I need.
Alrighty, see you around.
Cool. Okay, ja, dann gehen wir erstmal. Wir haben ja momentan noch nicht so viel, worüber wir sprechen können. Kathy Rain war es ja irgendwann ein bisschen viel.
I don't have a reason to enter the clinic right now.
Okay. So, Mimirstraße.
I should go see the commissary in the police station before.
Ja, okay. Machen wir.
I'm surprised the Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for their help. From what I hear, the person they sent is young, but quite capable.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see. Agent Anglin, we've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my bureau contact here.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth, and this here is Kurt Anderson, police commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere?
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door behind me.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably confused as hell when we sent you straight to a crime scene, right?
Kind of. I thought I was supposed to investigate a murder from last week.
You were, but unfortunately a second killing required your urgent attention. I assume there are some Bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the situation?
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her merry way when we're done.
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you, Agent.
Likewise. I'm a bit confused here. Who do I report to?
Only to me, as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal, since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Got it. How would you like me to share my findings with you?
Face to face, in the evenings. The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later. Oh, but I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We've both done it.
Oh, you mean the augmentation? The nanofluid injection?
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, aren't we? Back in my time, we used to just call it taking the blue. Come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, How was your first kiss with the Blue?
Ja, ich habe eine unglaubliche Zugehörigkeit verspürt, als wäre ich mit allem und jedem um mich herum verbunden gewesen. Es war wie eine plötzliche Woge, die über meinen ganzen Körper wallte, gefolgt von einem Gefühl der Stärke und Entschlossenheit. Ein Gefühl der Erleuchtung und der intensiven Wahrnehmung durchströmte mich. Eine enorme Klarheit, die ich noch nie zuvor gespürt hatte.
A sense of enlightenment and acute awareness washed over me. A crystal clear lucidity I had never felt before.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. What I wouldn't give to feel like that again. No side effects, I hope? We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
Not yet, but I know what to look out for. Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
Albträume, ja? Da bin ich ja gespannt. Kommissar Anderson und Stina Ruth. Okay. Ich glaube, ich werde so immer zwischen den beiden schwanken am Ende. Selbstbewusst, ja.
Low maintenance. My kind of plant.
Wobei selbst Charaktere eingehen können.
It's a map of Nordsend. Looks like the center of the disk is hollow. Curious. Nah, I have work to do.
Okay. Kaffeemaschine.
Damn good coffee.
Verdammt guter Kaffee. Ja, geil. Wow. Also, ich weiß nicht, ob das wirklich, ob das gewollt ist oder nicht. Ich glaube, es ist gewollt, dass das ein Easter Egg auf Twin Peaks ist.
A thermos, presumably filled with coffee.
Ein Durchgang. Wie komme ich denn dahin? Ha.
Unmanned. Makes sense with no people in here.
Ja, vielleicht kommen noch dann Leute dazu.
Probably for opening the cells. I don't need to mess with that.
Ne?
A small
Ja.
That combination.
Nein, okay.
Empty. Probably for
Wahrscheinlich auch leer, ne?
empty.
Dachte ich mir. Vielleicht war ja Karl hier, ne? Seine Stiefel sind vielleicht hier rumgelaufen, ne? Vielleicht ist er ja, ne? Smart Scan, generell irgendetwas Interessantes? Nö. Auch nicht anders zu erwarten. Hier oben habe ich noch nicht gescannt. Ich bezweifle zwar, dass hier irgendwas ist, aber... Nö. Nö. Kein Pling, deswegen weiß ich, dass hier nichts ist. Okay, cool. Dann erstmal ins Quartier. Aktenschrank
There's
haben
a
wir hier.
bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful.
Guitars, what the f... Okay, ja, dann
I've looked there.
wird's Sinn ergeben, dass da, ja.
Looks purely decorative. Nice big lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions.
Vielleicht extra gezüchtet.
Maybe later. I'm not that hungry.
Okay.
No, I'm not tired.
Okay.
Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
Vielleicht hinter dem Regal. Na gut, wenn hier nichts weiter ist. Vor allem ihre Sachen wurden hierher gebracht und hier ist einfach gar nichts. Toll. Ja, sprechen wir nochmal mit dem Kommissar.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordson Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry. So either the entrance was open, or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordson, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
Ah, schade. Gut, da ich jetzt hier bin, gehe ich aber davon aus, dass sie mit mir abstimmen, bevor sie einen in Zukunft Tatorte reinigen. Tut mir leid, das zu hören. Ich schätze, Bürokraten, die Polizeiarbeit durcheinander bringen, sind nicht nur in der Stadt ein Problem. Was? Welche Macht hat denn die Bürgermeisterin über die Polizei in Nordsund? Oh.
Exactly what kind of power does Town Hall have over the Nordsund police?
Well, there's the elected mayor, Marianne Holst, and the town council with 5 members. Technically, they can't interfere with our work, but they do allocate resources to the police department, so I try to appease them where I can.
So they can't fire you if they disagree with your methods?
No, I'm independently elected, but they certainly have ways of making my life a living hell if they really want to.
Got it. Thanks for the info. One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue, over at the clinic. Dr. Persson, our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done.
Der Mord an Maya. Maya Friend.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
I wouldn't say so. He and my son were playmates as children, but they grew apart in their teens. Haven't talked to Carl myself for many years.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
All right. What do you know about her?
All I have is a picture of her that I found on Carl, but it's damaged and her face can't be clearly seen.
Tricky. If you had any kind of personal information, like an address, you could look her up in our records. They're in the drawers behind me.
No. I'll get back to you about this if I learn more. What do you think of Walter, the robot maker?
He may be a little strange, that man, but he has a heart of gold. Nordsund wouldn't be the same without him.
Ist das so?
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Me? Oh, I've been doing this job for 15 years now. I took over when the previous commissary died. I'm married with 3 children. Anita, my youngest, is off studying science in the city now. We're counting the days to Christmas when she comes back to visit.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
I respect her. She's a competent politician. She gets things done, unlike some of the other people on the council. Sure, she has a temper, and she's not the most tactful person, but she calls out bullshit when she sees it. When I'm right, she has my back, and when I'm wrong, well, she won't let me revel in my sweet ignorance for long.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not at all. Museums aren't my cup of tea. I prefer to not dwell on the past.
What do you know about the murder in the locker room over at the workshop hall?
Not much. As you know, the murder happened shortly before you arrived, so I'm leaving the matter in your capable hands.
I don't need to show him. Any idea of what this opens?
Nope, not a clue.
What do you make of this?
Not sure, but if you need to know when somebody came to town, I'd suggest looking in the citizens' records behind me.
Right. I might do that if I can figure out who wrote this note.
Wahrscheinlich die Freundin. Also vermute ich mal. Der Zettel im Karls Mantel war.
Do you know who the woman in this picture is?
No idea, sorry.
Schade.
No reason.
Okay.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
Na, habe ich vielleicht noch irgendetwas? Nö. 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 Smart Scan, irgendetwas? Nö. Okay.
I guess Anderson has a colleague. A small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordsund, it seems.
Also ein Gewächshaus hätte was, ne?
The drawer is labeled Address Records. These should come in handy. I'll be able to match a name to an address, or vice versa. Let's have a look. I don't need to look that. I don't. As expected, nothing new.
Ja, stimmt, der hat ja...
Not a bad idea. I don't think I need to look him up. Yeah, this just confirms what Anderson told me.
Ach so, ja. Wohnt ja im
A
Museum.
collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. If that's all Anderson's, he's quite well read. Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his daily work there.
Was habe ich gemacht?
The window offers a view over a street that connects to the town square. Just lots of case files.
Na gut, dann sind wir hier auch wieder fertig. So, jetzt haben wir die Möglichkeit entweder zur Klinik oder zur Mimirstraße. Oh ja, gehen wir erstmal, machen wir die Klinik und danach, ja. Eine Tür. Erstmal, ne, warte mal, bevor ich irgendwas mache. Scannen. Nö. Nö. Karls Bio. Nö, nichts hier, ne? Smart Scannen auch nicht. Okay.
Locked. Doesn't fit.
Schade. Aber wenigstens probier's jetzt zum ersten Mal aus.
Healthy looking plant. An old freight elevator of some kind. Likely out of order.
Durchgang? Kann ich hier durch? Oder wahrscheinlich hält uns die dann auf. Nee. Oh. Habe ich hier was? Nö. Nö, okay. Oh, Vorräte klauen.
Various medical supplies.
Aber schön, dass ich hier einfach so durch kann, ne?
A portable medical kit with all the essentials.
Eine blaue Schachtel, wie sie hingeht. Mal
It's
gucken.
filled with cannulas. Those little needle things used to connect an IV. I don't think I need one right now.
Right now. Mhm.
Unused bandages. Would come in handy in a pinch.
Nimm noch einen mit.
An old pre-collapse monitor. Probably not connected to anything. I don't need any water right now.
Right now. Aha.
Looks like no patient is admitted at the moment.
Echt? Sagst du. Wow. Was für eine Erkenntnis.
A list of admitted patients. I don't recognize any of the names. I'm guessing those contain patient files and such. It's a
Weiter?
map of the clinic layout. Looks like the morgue is down the stairs, to the left of the front desk.
Da. Okay, Krankenschwester. Labern wir mal mit der.
Hi there.
Hello.
Thought I'd introduce myself, since I'll be coming here a lot. I'm Agent England, Central Bureau.
Oh, nice to meet you. It's a relief to have you here. We're all shook by these recent killings. Sure, the doctor's excited, but even his morbid curiosity has limits, you know. After all, we mostly treat coughs and the occasional broken limb here.
I get it. I'll do my best to help.
Ah, okay. Oh, kann ich vielleicht.
I don't think...
Ne.
I don't...
Ne. Vielleicht Bild.
I don't want to share...
Na, warum? Hier,
I
Zettel.
don't want to...
Warum? Ah! Okay, dann gehe ich halt die Treppe runter. Meine Fresse. Er ist ja gut
Don't
gelaunt.
worry, Maya. You'll be put to rest soon. I know. Sorry about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town. Oh, hello there. Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
Talkative, is she?
Oh, no doubt. The dead have a lot to say, you know. Sometimes more so than the living.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore. Not from me, at least.
Da stimme ich zu. Mittlerweile müssen sich Menschen erst als vertrauenswürdig erweisen, bevor ich mich auf sie verlasse. Tut mir leid, dass sie das so empfinden. Ich glaube, die meisten Menschen sind aufrichtig. Deswegen brauchen wir Möglichkeiten, um herauszufinden, was jemand verbirgt.
I agree. These days, people must prove themselves trustworthy before I rely on them.
Now that's an attitude I can get behind.
Now, I'd like to ask some questions.
Sure, go right ahead.
Dr. Persson. Oh, sogar selbstbewusst. Hätte ich jetzt nicht mit gerechnet. Ja, fangen wir mal von oben bis von vorne bis hinten an.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize that I've treated him. To be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those awfully forgettable faces.
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry. Can't go into detail. Doctor-patient confidentiality, you know?
Keep it vague, then.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Noted. Thanks.
Also nichts Besonderes.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
I can't help with that. I didn't know Carl on a personal level.
Kannte ihn überhaupt irgendwer?
What's your opinion on Volter, the robot maker?
Oh, he's a bundle of laughs, isn't he? Sometimes he helps me out at the clinic when I need to calm down an anxious child. Nissa, his little robot, is an amazing tool. First, the child helps me treat Nissa, and afterwards, I treat the child. Seeing the whole process in a safe and playful space makes them much more at ease.
Das ist doch auf jeden Fall eine schlaue, also ja, schlau.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I think he does a fine job. He's been instrumental in making sure that I can work under such good conditions.
Yeah, this place is surprisingly well equipped. Definitely on par with our facilities in the city. What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
She can be quite an unpleasant woman. I can't say I've enjoyed my few interactions with her.
Warum das denn nicht? Moment. Was?
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't say much about it.
I understand, but anything you can share would help.
Well, during the autopsy I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay, and what does that tell us?
For one thing, that she would have needed help with the more physically demanding tasks of the museum.
Got it. Thanks.
Die Frage, hat sie das alleine dann gemacht? Also hätte sie das gebraucht oder hat sie jemanden gehabt, der das gemacht hat?
What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic. Most of my time is spent here.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be 16 years now, I believe.
Huh. And you're the only doctor in Nordsund?
Yes. But we have good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
Ja, nicht ganz so der verrückte Wissenschaftler, wie ich ursprünglich gedacht habe.
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll need to see the body first.
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves. The time of death was roughly 2300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
Ever use something like this?
I haven't, no.
Do you know what this opens?
Not a clue. But it looks like a one-of-a-kind key.
Okay.
What do you make of this?
The handwriting looks feminine, but I'm not sure what to make of the contents.
Do you recognize this couple?
The man is clearly the second victim, Carl. As for the woman, it's too hard to tell given the damage to the photo.
Schade.
Ever see what one of these can do?
Once, in a nearby settlement. A wanted man from the city was shot by the regional police when he was trying to escape. A single shot made a hole the size of an orange. Nearly took his leg clean off.
Must have been on the armor piercing setting. Kind of overkill for soft targets. It uses a lot of alloy per shot.
I see. In any case, I had to amputate. Was a miracle he even survived.
No.
Okay, ja, dann bin ich mit ihm
That's
fertig.
enough questions for now.
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here. If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Das ist gut. So, dann scannen wir mal den Raum hier. Analysiere. Verstorben, weiblich, Alter 43 plus minus 3 Jahre, Blutgruppe 0, geschätzter Todeszeitpunkt T minus 5 Tage, DNS und Fingerabdrücke zum Datenspeicher hinzugefügt. Mayas Bio. Okay. Stiefelabdruck. Das offensichtlichste, warte mal, vielleicht irgendwo anders noch. Nee, okay. Klingenform, vielleicht hier, nein. Das da aber. Gucken, ob es die gleiche Waffe ist oder eine ähnliche. Übereinstimmung Muster. Aha, interessant. Also auf jeden Fall durch die gleiche Waffe gestorben. So, was haben wir hier? Oh, ein Skalpell. Das ist mir ja schon eben gerade aufgefallen.
This might be useful.
Achso, nimmst du einfach mit. Cool.
I'll wash my hands when I go to bed. Plenty of time still to get my hands dirty.
Aha.
I suppose that's where the doctor writes down his autopsy reports.
Kein Diktiergerät.
I think that's for collecting the ashes after a cremation. Appears to be a small crematory.
Ah ja, labert sie wieder mit ihm.
Multiple stab wounds, sizes approximately the same as the other body. I'd say the MO looks similar to the other murder.
Wenn nicht sogar gleich.
One last waiting room before the final embrace with the earth.
Gut, dann sind wir hier unten auch fertig. Und wir haben noch ein weiteres Item bekommen, mit dem ich absolut nichts anzufangen weiß, aber hey. Man weiß nie, wofür man ein Skalpell gebrauchen kann. Okay. Aber ich werde an dieser Stelle tatsächlich meinen Stream beenden. Heute mal ein bisschen kürzer. Ja. Und wann es hiermit weitergeht, weiß ich noch nicht genau. Aber auf jeden Fall habe ich vor, was Neues. Stimmt, wo ich hier speichern bin, gibt es. Okay. Ja, dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal, ne? Donnerstag, sag ich gleich. Ja. So.